Hi Aquarius, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very, very well. This is your love reading for the transitional period between 2018 to 2019, so essentially New Year's Eve or New Year's Eve week, really from now until the end of New Year's Eve week. Happy New Year. I hope that you had a great Christmas. Hope that your New Year is filled with blessings, love, joy, and all the wonderful things that we can't put a price on. I hope that all your dreams come true and it is a good year for you. Thank you for your support over the year. I really appreciate it. I hope that you continue to support me, and I hope I'm doing this for many, many more years. Hopefully one day I'll be able to give you an individual private reading myself and actually get to know you guys a bit better. That'd be great. All my details are below, by the way, if you want to contact me. So yes, this is your reading. This is for your Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, Ascendant, or 7th house ruler. If you don't know what your 7th house ruler is, just leave a comment down below and I will answer it, or maybe somebody else will answer it for you. Yes, so I'll go ahead and get started. So we have got the 9 of Swords clarified by the Knight of Cups, essentially as to how your partner feels. So your partner may be wanting to apologize to you for something that they feel guilty about, or that they feel that they've done wrong, something that's been plaguing their mind for some time, that they kind of took it upon themselves to completely fix. So they felt kind of solely responsible for fixing this problem, and they now feel that by apologizing or extending a romantic gesture to you, that it will fix the problem. And they could also be feeling quite romantic. They could be missing you, and they now feel like maybe they're going to get a chance to see you, and now they're quite happy and excited, and this will fix their loneliness and kind of dislike for being on their own. But I essentially feel like they got something to say to you, something that they want to get maybe off their chest, off their mind, that will alleviate their worries. So someone may be coming to apologize, and it doesn't look like it'll be a negative communication. So yeah, I think this person's just coming to say sorry. Okay, then we've got the Star card. This is your card, Aquarius, in the reverse position, which basically I think just means you're very focused on yourself at the moment. You're not really looking outward. You're looking inwardly currently, especially with I think the Sun is in your 11th house at the moment, in Capricorn. So you may be kind of more focused on work or goals that you set yourself, dreams, ambitions that you have, that you may be looking to draw to a close or focus on towards the end of the year. You may not have a lot of hope for this relationship. There's also the Sun going into your 12th house. Sorry, I forgot to say as well that that's probably going to be in the Pisces season. It's in about a month's time. You may start to feel even more like going within and focusing on even more of your kind of internal hang-ups that maybe you want to maybe hang-ups that you hadn't seen before. So there'll be like an inward illumination where you will be able to see where you may hold yourself back. And that will be in about 2 months' time when the Sun goes into Pisces. But either way, you may not have very much hope for this relationship, and you may not be willing to invest too much in it now because you don't see anything long-term happening, or you're just more focused on your own personal long-term goals and don't have any extra hands really, or any extra time you may feel, or resources to offer this relationship or this connection. But you essentially don't feel like there's moving forward with it. You're not going to put any kind of hope or investment in it. You may be feeling quite disappointed about the relationship as well. You may have thought that it was possibly going to be something really special, but maybe that hasn't worked out. Okay. So in the past, your partner had the 8 of Pentacles and the Emperor card. So this person would probably be an Aries, or a very independent, mature, confident, established man, or masculine energy type person. They seem to have in the past been trying to maintain some sort of control by not making a commitment. They may enjoy their independence to the point where it gives them a certain amount of control over their life. They may not have wanted to share that control, or they maybe have wanted like full autonomy over their life and their choices and how they invest their time and what they want to do. They may for some reason have felt that they didn't want to make a commitment to this relationship because of that. It could be that this person was being quite stubborn about something, and in the end you just stopped resisting and you gave in. And when I say gave in, you gave in to being patient. You gave in to patiently dealing with this person, maybe having being really understanding and compassionate, and really seeing their point of view and trying to be balanced. I think you got to a point where you were just not willing to do that anymore. You just didn't see the point in being so virtuous, always being the bigger person in the situation. You just didn't want to do that anymore. And this could have been around infidelities as well. And you may now feel that, or in the past you may have come to a point where you were like, well, if you're gonna have fun, I'll have fun too, kind of thing. I think that's only for some of you, to be honest. Not all of you. Yeah. Okay. So at the base of the reading, in terms of what your partner's motives are, and what you wouldn't know or don't know about them, is that they're motivated by the Sun and the 4 of Wands. So they do seem to want a partnership with you. They want a happy ever after. They want their best friend back in a way, or they want some sort of childhood or childlike fun, easy, playful kind of relationship with you, where there's a lot of positivity and optimism, open-mindedness, and a sense of freedom. I think it's really about security. I think when you're secure, you have that freedom, and that's really where your partner is at. Your partner could definitely be a fire sign, could really be a Leo, very easily be a Leo person that you're dealing with. And they're very focused on a happy home. It could be that they're very focused on their own happy home at the moment. That's really where their focus is. They could be quite self-centered. Yeah, they do really like their independence. They are very self-centered, especially with the 9 of Swords here, where they kind of do. And when I say self-centered, it's not purely egotistical, but not just in the kind of flamboyant, kind of grating way, but in a sense of sometimes we really internalize everything, and like everything is our fault, and it all kind of does revolve around us, and we forget that other people were involved, and it's not just your fault, and it's a two-way thing or a three-way thing or an every, whatever. This person maybe tends to be just quite self-involved, and but they do want something freeing and loving, and like a friendship, like where you're like family. We've got here, you're motivated by the Page of Cups. So you may be really wanting to speak to this person or continue to speak to this person, but to take baby steps. So you are still interested, but you're not like wanting to rush anything. Maybe you maybe enjoy just the lighthearted banter or togetherness that you may feel from time to time, like you like maybe like chatting on the phone or hanging out, going out on kind of casual dates, but more of a friendship, I think, at this time. So we've also got here for their intentions the Seven of Swords in reverse, clarified by the World card. So the Seven of Swords in reverse could talk about some sort of secret being revealed, some sort of opening up, kind of learning to trust, I guess, because the Seven of Swords is about kind of feeling like you need to manipulate your surroundings, not trusting things naturally unfolding. It's like almost like a bit controlling, really, in a sense. For this person is like not trying to control the outcome. This could be a major lesson that they're learning with the World card here. I think this person's definitely a Leo. You're also in this card here. They could also be feeling like something's come to an end, or really intending to kind of have things come full circle. Things maybe to come back together. Things to kind of maybe go back right or be corrected. Could be a sign of maturity as well. For this person could maybe intend to, or because of maturing or having more of a mature outlook, they could now be more open, more trusting, be less elusive, but maybe be a bit more grounded. Maybe even with their communicating with you, be a lot more open. But we've got you here with the Devil card. For your intentions, sorry, I'm just trying to look at this card to see how this could fit in. Usually I see the Devil card as a warning. It's to let you know something, like if you were to maybe pay attention to a particular thing, it could really change things. I think that the Devil card is kind of a warning to say that maybe that this person can't be trusted. Or it could also be saying that you don't you kind of maybe yourself have quite selfish intentions for this person. Or it could just be that this person is more of a Capricorn that you're dealing with. Yeah, I feel that's all that it's really saying, is that it's a Capricorn that you're actually possibly dealing with. And you may need to just think about how you're dealing with this person. Like, is it addictive? Is there some sort of negative energy that you kind of pick up when you're with them? Does it bring out the worst in you? How is it making you, like, what is it doing for you? Is this person really, really good for you? You know, but the Devil card also means just maybe just intending to have sex with this person and just have fun and keep it really light, you know. And maybe you know that this person actually really likes you, and but you're not really doing it to kind of out of love. It's more just purely out of lust. And maybe that's as far as it's going to go for now, you know. I feel like you know you're doing something bad, but you're doing it anyway. So I feel like I'm talking to like a couple that's been together for like a long time, possibly. And there's no breakup at all. And it's just kind of a little bit of a transitional period that you're going through. This is really only representing like a few days. So maybe for the next few days, you just really plan to just let your hair down, drink. You know, you've got the Ten of Pentacles here as well at the base of the deck. This person could also, I mean, there could be addiction issues that you, or codependency kind of situation here as well with this person. But I feel as well that you could just be kind of wanting to have a good time with family and friends, and not really worry about it. But you're up to something. With the Devil card here, there's something that maybe you're doing that you know you shouldn't be, but you're going to do it anyway. Okay, so in the near future, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the Three of Wands. So your partner in the future is feeling quite lucky, thinking that things will turn around because they've done everything they can. They've said what they need to say. They've probably been quite strategic in possibly how they've said it. They feel like they've done a particular, you know, plan of action, and they've executed it possibly to perfection as far as they're concerned, or they're feeling really confident that what's going to come back is going to be a turnaround, and things will go back to how they were, or kind of adjust themselves to a point where you guys are happy like you were possibly in the past. Then we've got the Two of Wands to clarify your future positions, this possibly towards the end of the week. Your partner feels really good about it, but they still haven't seen the results, to be honest. So you've got the Two of Wands here in reverse, and this could be you not buying it. You're kind of still not buying it. I mean, the Star card in reverse does show your lack of hope for this. You're not buying it. You're not as hopeful as this person anyway. But you've got the 10 of coins here. This is like the overall lesson for the month, clarified by the 6 of Wands in reverse and the 7 of Wands in reverse and the Death card in reverse. So quite a lot of reversals there. So overall, you're learning about long-term commitments, investments, family. Because you may still have hope here, but you just maybe currently don't have the time to worry about it. You want to have fun. You want to let your hair down. You may be thinking, well, I'm going to be a devil because, like, I was patient for like ever and now I'm going to have my fun. Could be something like that. And yeah, that's what you're doing. But it's like you do have, I think Spirit is saying, that is this period, and you should also think about the long term. And that's probably why it's like a warning that it was kind of got me. It's like, have your fun, okay, fair enough. But there is a long-term commitment here that you do need to consider. And I think that's why they're saying like it would be a shame and an early death kind of thing of a relationship if you maybe went too far. So don't give in too much, still kind of have some sort of like remember you're being watched. There's people that look up to you in terms of your children. There's parents that expect, I guess, lots of me. There's your own self, your own ego that the devil loves to destroy, by the way. Give the devil a chance and he will come and destroy your ego. Make sure that you are humbled and yeah, so be careful. The devil card is always a warning card for me. So, but it looks like in the near future you're still not really buying what this person's saying. You're not really budging, I don't feel, in terms of how you feel. Like there's certain things that you're inspired by that have caught your attention that you kind of maybe want to focus your energy on more anyway. In terms of your life, maybe your work and things like that, and your own self. You're also quite self-focused as well. So, sorry, time's running away. Let me also pull these cards for you. Yeah. Okay, we've got Courting Man here for spiritual advice. We've got Obstacles as the obstacle. Okay, we've got Mature Man as what brings you together. You're learning about long distance. They're learning about the young female. You see them as the mature woman, and they see you as communication. At the base of the deck, we do have the family card. So again, just reiterating the 10 of Pentacles. That family does need to be considered here. The throughout this period. Although it could just be saying it's not so much a warning, it's not so much like a downer. It could just be that, you know, have fun with your family. This is a great time to be with your family. There's three major, four, five, I think, major arcana here. It's a good time. Pay attention. There's like significant possible changes happening, or particular conclusions that are kind of being, like, as the year comes to an end, there could be endings in a few ways. So pay attention. I think there's something to do with your family here that you need to think about. Okay. All right. Long distance. So you see them as long distance. So it could be like a separation, possibly between you guys. Maybe it's just an emotional kind of separation more than anything else. Spirit is telling you about the courting man, and it could be that you need to, if there is a temptation to be to step outside your relationship over this period, there will be an opportunity to do that. So if you are not wanting that, to jeopardize anything that you feel is important to you, then I think Spirit is saying that there will be that temptation there for you. So yeah, Spirit has just wanted to remind you that you're going to need to be aware that this man is a courting man. He's good at this, so he will know how to say all the right things and do all the right things. But just keep yourself level-headed and grounded, and just remember what's important to you. So then we've got obstacles. I think the obstacles are just the obstacles that you're facing. Your obstacle is kind of getting around this obstacle. So there's an obstacle that may be put in your way, that you'll need to get around, and that's your issue. What brings you together with your person of interest is the mature man. So this could be referring to your partner, possibly maturing, if they have been immature in the past, and that is what is kind of maybe helping the relationship come back together, where your partner obviously wants it to be your partner is learning about the young female. So there could be someone, this could be the person that maybe they were unfaithful with you too. They do want to put an end though to any infidelities. With the Seven of Swords in reverse with the World card to clarify it, it's saying it wants to put an end to it. It wants, your partner wants to kind of put things back to where they were if there wasn't infidelity. This could be also them thinking of you at the moment. If there is an actual separation between you and them, like there is a like water literally dividing you two, then they could be thinking about you. It could be the distance between you two as well, that's causing maybe an emotional disconnect or infidelities as well. And you see them as the mature woman. You may see them as mature, or sorry, I was just imagining a woman being my watcher, but if you're a man, then that would make perfect sense, or if you are interested in women and any gender or sex, then yeah, that would make perfect sense. Sorry. So yeah, think you just see them as very mature. So maybe they're more emotional at this time. You know, maybe they're kind of expressing their feminine side, but this also speaks about a married couple, really, doesn't it? You know, you may feel like they understand you more. You know, you may feel sexy again. You know, maybe your partner sees you like this now, or they're kind of seeing you in that way through, you know, all the communication. Maybe there's a lot of kind of sexting going on between you guys, and they're kind of seeing that young energy in you again. And they could also kind of be feeling more romantic now as well. But they could be a father figure, most definitely, and they just weren't putting the effort in before. They just weren't showing that commitment, and I think you just thought, you know, I've been maybe a good wife or a good partner or a good whatever, you know, for all this time, and you may have felt unsatisfied. Maybe you thought the present they got you wasn't very nice for Christmas or something, and you felt underappreciated. Maybe we did have the 6 of Wands in reverse as well at the base of the deck, so you may have felt underappreciated. And there's a lot of kind of self-centered kind of focus, like self-loving, self-compassionate energy going on more than anything else, especially for you in this reading. So it could be that's how it is, and you may feel an emotional kind of distance between you and your partner, but I think you still really care about them. And then we've got the Fates here. We've got flexible. And we've got never-ending story. And then we've got peace. Okay, so peace, I think, is on its way. I think peace and family, I think they are very important to go together at the moment, most definitely. It is fated. It's like this needed to happen. It is a karmic relationship that you have. It's a soulmate relationship that you have, and you're needing to be flexible. Or, you know, the advice is to be flexible, or maybe it's just saying that you are being very flexible, and, you know, that is recognized, and that's encouraged for you to maybe be flexible, maybe think of alternative solutions that will still work for you. It's not about compromise, it's about flexibility. So and if a solution can't be found where you are content, then obviously that's a no solution. But if it can be, then I think that it will be a good thing. Things do need to change though, because you're obviously getting really impatient here with never-ending story. But it is a never-ending story. I thought that this will continue, and like I said, it is only for a few days. So yeah. This is not it's not like for any long period really. So I'm going to go ahead now and just do a quick compatibility spread for you. Can't remember if I mentioned it before at the beginning of the reading, but yes, I'm going to be adding a compatibility spread to this reading for you, Aquarius, for you and your partner. Which will show the communication, general compatibility, shared goals, love styles, emotional affection, how you guys show that, how that is reflected in the cards, spiritual lessons, how you will feel in the relationship, and what the future looks like for you, for both of you as a couple, for Aquarius. Okay, so the communication is quite sad at the moment with the Five of Cups. Then we've got the Six of Swords for love styles. So yeah. Then we've got the Six of Swords, Eight of Cups for the shared goals and compatibility. Then we've got the Five of Pentacles for spiritual advice. Sorry, I just wrote this down. I always forget the placement, sorry. But I do carry these out in my private readings, my compatibility spread. At the base of the, sorry, got the Nine of Wands for what the future looks like, and the Princess of Cups for how you feel. So yeah, the Strength card again has appeared. So yeah, definitely a Leo that you're seeing, most likely, or a Capricorn that you're dealing with, or an Aries, but it looks like it's a Leo. Which is interesting because that means that your suns are actually opposite each other, most likely. Sorry. Okay, so communication at the moment is quite sad. Someone's again wanting to say sorry, feeling very regretful. Communication will be and I'm sorry. I really regret what I did, or regret how things have gone. Can it all just be water under the bridge? Can we get over this? I'm cold and lonely without you. It's that kind of talking going on at the moment. A lot of sad, sorry, kind of mushy. Someone's feeling sorry for themselves and making it all about them. This person could be a little bit dramatic, like I'm just really just very dramatic. Yeah. Okay, so then we've got the Six of Swords for the way you show your affection and how you show you love each other or care about each other. And then yeah, with the Six of Swords here, it would seem that there's definitely a distance, and the way you show that you love each other is by talking about solutions, talking about how things could work, just talking positively about things, by listening, trying to listen, trying to create a positive back and forth in communication, a balance, kind of good listening and speaking, kind of situation where you are both heard and solutions are reached. So that seems to be how you show you care, by saying, look, yeah, I'm going to try and do this differently, and I'm going to try and do this differently, and what do you need and what do I need? And it's also a certain energy of protection as well, like you are maybe being protective of each other, like showing each other that you actually care about each other's kind of mental well-being as well, and emotional well-being. That's really how you're showing you care at the moment. But then there's also a kind of detachment as well. There could also be discussions of leaving the relationship happening at the moment. So we've got the Eight of Cups for your compatibility, which talks about leaving, which talks about you're both possibly not happy in the relationship. Like you're both looking to see what else maybe could be there. This could just be your energy as well, that you're actually not maybe on the same page anymore. You may have maybe even grown apart. That could be happening, and you could be looking to see what else can make you happy. Maybe you're thinking this isn't, you've gone down the wrong path, and or now it's time to kind of change paths, especially around important moon phases. We do have the moon that's shown quite prominent centrally in this card, so it could be around the next new or full moon. I can't remember the exact date, sorry. Things could be revealed that will help you decide maybe how to move forward, or you may come to some final decisions. But Yeah, so this compatibility spread kind of takes us a bit further into the future as well. Okay, so spiritual lessons is the 5 of coins. So yeah, so you guys are soulmates, it looks like here. You've had to rely on each other in the past before. You've loved and lost each other possibly before, together and apart maybe, you know. You're now learning how to make the most maybe of what you have together as a couple. Really seeing the value of what you do have around you as a couple. And seeing the value of not even just material things, but the value of the relationship, like really kind of appreciating each other and the family that you have and things like that, and the time that you spend together. Yeah. And then we've got the Princess of Cups in the reverse, for how you will feel in this relationship. So you may feel hesitant about extending your love to this person. You may always feel like there may be a lot of love but not a lot of commitment, or a lot of commitment but not a lot of love. Like it may feel that way. You may also feel like in this relationship, like you can never really be naive, like you can never like, and also like communication isn't that loving. Like communication is mainly like about problem solving and like showing each other that you care through listening and like always being in good communication. But like you may feel like you want more loving communication, and that doesn't always happen, and you may miss that. And you may feel like you can't be naive and playful and just do playful things. But if this person's a Leo, they may, I mean, they probably want to play a lot, right? Usually. But maybe this person's like an older Leo. No offense. But an older kind of male Leo, like an older lion that's kind of a bit more grumpy, a bit more lazy, a bit more just chilled, you know. Maybe it's something like that. But anyway, we've got the 9 of Wands in the reverse of what the future looks like. So the future looks like there'll be a lot more kind of being open with each other, a lot less resistance, a lot less kind of being on your own, being more warm, accepting kind of each other a bit more, but not wanting to be on your own. That's going to be what the future looks like for possibly the both of you, where you just don't want to be on your own. It could be that you've been together for so long with the 9 of Wands here. It's been such a long relationship that you can't even imagine being without each other now. You just kind of you don't want to maybe even imagine living a single life when you've been with someone so long as well. And you could have put in like 9 years. It could even be 9 weeks or 9 months, but for you it feels like a long enough time to not give up on it, I think, and instead to kind of let your guard down and allow someone to come in. It could be that this person as well, if they're a Leo, that they do start to let you in more and realize that they're not an island, that they can't do this all alone, like they do need to be with others and let people in, you know. So yeah, I could go on for a bit more and keep rambling on, but I think that's the end of the reading. So if you did enjoy it, I really enjoyed this reading. It was nice. Some nice messages came through. I'll definitely be reviewing it for myself with an Aquarius 7th house ruler. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, please do like, share and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. All my details are below if you want to get in contact. There's also links to the decks that go straight to the Amazon site where you can purchase them or read more about the decks if you want to. At Amazon, not my site, but I just thought I'd make it easier for you guys because some of the people ask me what deck I'm using and stuff, and all the details are below. Yeah, I think that's it. I know there's something that I forgot, but I can't remember what it is. So take good care and Happy New Year, and I'll see you later on with your yearlies, fingers crossed, and your monthlies definitely. All right, take care. Bye.